Okay, I'm actually so excited. I'm so excited for today's video. Like, you have no idea. The tea. Okay, who remembers throughout the 2000s and 2010s all of those celebrities in the UK doing workout DVDs? Especially after having like a dramatic weight loss. Who remembers that? Who remembers that? Put your hand up. Hi, my name is Scola and you are just so beautiful. I hope you feel beautiful today. Oh, my intimacies, all I need from you. Okay guys, so welcome back to my channel. I am beyond excited for today's video. It literally just popped into my head and I was like, I have to speak to somebody about this because this was such an iconic time and also a problematic time. Honestly, I'm just having a moment where I'm very nostalgic for the 2010s and everything that I went through during that time. If you guys didn't know, I went through a weight loss journey during my teens and this was throughout the 2010s. So I feel like I was very much influenced by the weight loss industry and just like the health and fitness industry in general and what was going on at the time. And I just want to heal and unpack some of the things I went through and I saw. It's too much. It's too much. Right, before we get into the video, if you like my energy, if it feels right, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell button so you get notified when I do upload. And please do leave a cheeky comment down below so you can be part of this discussion. My favorite part of these videos is just reading through the comments afterwards and responding to you guys because I'm just like, oh, you get me. Okay, so today we're talking about celebrity workout DVDs from the 2000s and also the 2010s because this was sort of the time where they were popular. It's wild to think how much DVDs have been phased out. Like, who even has DVDs anymore? I definitely have DVDs, but I don't have anywhere to play them. Like, me and my sister had to buy a DVD player from like August just so that we could watch like Harry Potter DVDs that we still had from ages ago. And it's just wild to think that there are people born today that will never know what a DVD was. They'll never. So basically throughout the 2000s and 2010s, celebrities would do workout DVDs. Now, typically before they did the workout DVDs, what preceded it was something a little bit booky, as the kids would say, a little bit sneakerson. So what would precede the workout DVDs is during the summer in tabloid magazines, you would tend to see celebrities in unflattering images. So they'd be in their bikinis on a holiday and they'd have the most terrible pictures taken by these paparazzi. And I'm not saying terrible like, oh, they looked bad. They just look like regular people. But like, say for example, when you pose for a picture, you're gonna pose in a certain way, but when a paparazzi captures a picture of you unawares, it's not gonna be the most flattering picture. In fact, they're gonna try and get the most unflattering picture they possibly can. So this would often happen, and then these pictures would be printed in tabloid magazines. And these tabloid magazines would rip these celebrities to the shreds. They'd be highlighting their cellulite, all their jiggly bits. They'd be commenting on their weight gain, if they'd gained the weight, which oftentimes they had gained weight and then gone on this holiday. I actually can't get over that magazines were printing that kind of stuff. Like, I really want to do a video to get into that because I just think that's so ridiculous that you would actually go into a shop, look at a magazine and they're ripping apart someone's body. Like, that would never happen now. But does it actually still happen? I'm not sure because obviously magazines are phasing out. Print media isn't as popular anymore. And I know you don't really get it online as much because you get so much scrutiny from the public. Like, excuse me, we've moved past this. But also we still haven't entirely moved past it. So I wonder if these tabloids such as like Daily Mail, The Sun are still picking apart people's bodies. I have no idea. I'll have to look into it. So do let me know if you want me to do a video on tabloid magazines back in the day and also how they are now. But anyway, this would happen and the celebrities would obviously come back, see these tabloid magazines, see these pictures of them in their swimsuits and feel really uncomfortable and not confident in themselves because of this. And so then they would embark on a weight loss journey. This weight loss journey would last anywhere from probably like a month to like 3 months. It'd be very short and they'd lose a lot of weight in a short amount of time. And this is because come January, they will have come out with their workout DVD and they needed enough time to do this. Now, I definitely noticed this pattern going on. I was like, all these celebrities just keep losing weight in the same cycle. Like they gain weight just in time for summer, get pictured, lose the weight in a very short amount of time, and then they come out with a workout DVD. Now I start to clock on, this must have been a business plan. This must have been planned somehow, but I didn't really think that much into it at the time. To all my American viewers, please let me know if this is a thing there as well, or anywhere else in the world as well, any countries that you guys are from. Please do let me know, because I tried to look up any American celebrity workout DVDs, but I couldn't find any. The only person that came to mind was Snicky from Jersey Shore, who definitely inspired Geordie Shore here in the UK. That was our version of Jersey Shore, if you guys didn't know. And she went through a massive weight loss journey. She lost like 42 pounds, and I'm pretty sure she's still really into fitness. I know she's like a mum and stuff, so I'm not really sure where she's at, but she's probably the only example that I could find of someone who went through a similar weight loss journey and it was like a really big deal in tabloids and stuff like that, if that makes sense. But here in the UK, as I mentioned, we had Geordie Shore, so a lot of people from Geordie Shore did the whole workout DVD. So we had Vicky Pattinson, who had a 7-day slim DVD. We had Charlotte Crosby, who also had a 3-minute blitz sort of vibe. So it would be like 3-minute workouts that you could sort of compile to make a longer workout, I believe. That's the gist that I got. I've never done any of these workout DVDs. Let me know if you'd like me to try some of them and give you guys my review as a personal trainer and see if they'd actually be effective for what they said that they were going to like produce, like the results they're going to produce. Because I'm really curious, because I'm like, I'm not sure. But those are just a few celebrities. There were honestly so many, and I'll put them all up on screen so you guys can see them and see how many workout DVDs we had from celebrities here in the UK. Mainly like reality stars and like sort of daytime TV stars were doing these workout DVDs. And this little plan was going so well for years. Like for years, everyone was none the wiser. We were all going along with it, and we were just like, yeah, sure, these people are just losing weight, doing a little workout DVD. I might buy the workout DVD when I'm doing my shopping in Tesco. Like, I always used to look in the DVD aisle in Tesco when my mom was doing the grocery shopping. I'd escape so I can look at what's going on. And there was so many workout DVDs. Now, obviously, my suspicions and many other people's suspicions was that these celebrities were purposely doing this cycle. They would gain the weight during the summer and then lose it in a very short amount of time, just so that they could sell these workout DVDs. Now, I can't find the source where I first found this out. This is just like common knowledge that I personally know, and I just wanted to share it in case anybody didn't know. But if you know, then you know that actually these celebrities were being approached by these DVD companies or production companies, whatever they were, and they'd be like, hey, do you want to make a workout DVD? You can make a ton of money from doing this. And the celebrities would be like, yeah, sure, I'll totally do that. And so they'd actually purposely sometimes gain more weight just so that the weight loss was even more dramatic. And that is why there were so many pictures of them on holiday, because oftentimes it was like some of them weren't really paparazzied that often. So it's actually kind of bizarre that they even got paparazzied in the first place at the time. And they'd be the most unflattering images, and they all looked the same. They were very clear, and they were the most unflattering possible, not posed, not anything like that. It's not like today where you have the Kardashians. If you see a paparazzi picture of them, they still look like perfect. And it's because obviously they can tip off the paparazzi to be like, make sure this picture is good of me. And actually a lot of the time they have a paparazzi on retainer, taking them kind of pictures they want, making sure they're edited in the way that they want as well. And celebrities have always had this power, and they could also have the power to tell the paparazzi, can you take the worst picture possible of me, please? Which is just wild. So we were all none the wiser, and people sort of turned a blind eye to it until Scarlett Moffat came along. If you guys don't know who Scarlett Moffat is, she is a reality TV star. She appeared on Gogglebox, which is an absolutely hilarious show. I love Gogglebox so much, and she was just wonderful on the show. She was just so natural and just so relatable. So she was a size 18 UK, and then she went through a weight loss journey and managed to get down to a size 8 UK and lost about 3 stone. Now, back in the day, your girl could convert those numbers. I could convert from stone to kg to pounds and back again, okay? I was never good at maths in school, but when it came to anything to do with diet culture, calories, everything, I became a mathematician, baby. So her DVD was called Super Slimmy, and it came out, and like, she had such a massive transformation. She was doing a bunch of interviews, and she was on I'm a Celebrity as well, which is a really big TV show here as well, if guys didn't know. So she was experiencing a lot of fame as well off the back of losing this weight. She basically became like the nation's sweetheart. She was like a national treasure. It came out that she didn't actually lose the weight using the methods that were given in the workout DVD. I haven't watched the workout DVD, I haven't seen it or anything like that. Again, if you guys want me to test out these workout DVDs, then do comment down below, and I'll definitely spend a week trying a new workout each day from these DVDs. But unfortunately, it came out that she actually went to a intensive weight loss boot camp in Sweden, I believe. This is all allegedly. Everything I'm saying is allegedly, by the way. I don't want to get sued by anybody. So even me saying that these celebrities were gaining weight on purpose, allegedly, I'm just alleging things, it's not factual. Yeah, it said that she went to a boot camp where she was eating around 700 calories a day and doing 6 hours of workouts a day. Now, I've been to a similar boot camp before. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, I'm a bit mental because I actually just love a good challenge, and I'm not saying that these boot camps are good for you or great or anything like that. I love a good challenge. Like, part of me is just here for survival. I was like, if that was a survival camp, I would still go, because I just love that kind of stuff. Like rolling around mud, flipping tires, I'm here for it. Climbing a mountain, I'll do it. I'll do it. If you're like, can you do this? I'm like, yes, I can, just to prove that I can survive. But I've been to one of these boot camps, so I know exactly what they're speaking about. And these boot camps typically will try to get you to lose as much weight in a short amount of time as possible. And then so when this controversy came out, it was sort of came about that all the other celebrities had done something similar, that they actually hadn't lost the weight just doing regular methods like working out, eating a balanced diet. They'd actually gone away to a boot camp, lost a bunch of the weight, and come back. Actually, that being said, I actually have the tea on this because, oh my God, how am I forgetting this? I actually was at a boot camp with some of the Geordie Shore lot. Oh my God, how did I forget? Okay, so the boot camp I used to go, it's actually near where I live now. It's here in like near the Midlands in the UK. So when I arrived at the boot camp, some of the Geordie Shore lot actually arrived as well. And they were in the room below me. And let me just say, they were so loud, but so entertaining. Honestly, the loveliest people, that they didn't act like standoffish with anybody. They really got stuck in, involved with all of the activities. Like, they were just lovely people. So obviously at meal times, we'd all be sitting and chatting together, and throughout the day, like literally we spent every day together, like from morning till night. But they were only there for a few days. Like, I think they're only there for like 3 or 4 days, whereas the boot camp would typically last a week, or you could even stay longer, obviously, for as long as you like. But they were only there for a short amount of time because they just needed to quickly lose weight, because they're coming off of filming the show Geordie Shore, where they have a lot of like unhealthy habits, they're binge drinking, all of that kind of stuff. So they'd come for like a little detox weekend and then be on their merry way after they've sort of dropped all of that weight. And it's not really weight, it's like water weight. Like, we won't get into that, but I just needed you guys to know that I had the inside tea. I won't tell you who was there because I don't want to be like that person who's like gossiping, but also I'm gossiping, aren't I? I am definitely gossiping, but oh my gosh, that is so funny. I've seen firsthand that these people do go to these boot camps, but actually the particular people I'm speaking about that I met, they had been open about the fact that they'd gone to a boot camp, because they had to post about going to the boot camp on social media because they were there complimentary, like promoting it. So that was a little bit different because they were being open about the fact that they were there. So I have to say, I felt really sad for Scarlett, because I don't think she was the problem. I think she was just a product of society and its problems, and I feel like she was more of a victim than a perpetrator in this case. Like, of course she had a platform, and if you have a platform, you're always going to have a responsibility, but we're all humans. And I think sometimes when it comes to celebrity and having a large platform and following, you have a lot of responsibility, but I don't think any human is perfect, and all you can do is own up to what you've done. And I feel like Scarlett has been so remorseful and open about how much she regrets what she did, because she did go on to gain a lot of that weight back, and she's had a lot of struggles since, mentally and physically, from this time. And I just don't think it's fair what she went through at all, because I definitely think she was like a victim of diet culture, a victim of society in general, beauty standards, and as much as these celebrities played into it, and you could really say it was for money. For example, I read that Vicky Patterson's DVD made about £160,000, which isn't as much as I thought it was going to be. I don't know how much I thought they made, which is like, that's a lot of money, but like for some reason I thought it was like so much more. I don't know why, but it's not like that has died out. Obviously it's like way less problematic now, but we also see it with fitness influencers. For example, Grace Beverly, who was a fitness influencer, but now she's mainly just a girl boss entrepreneur. She used to do a lot of like workout plans, like PDFs though, and she once opened up to say that she made about like 100,000. Like that was like her biggest drop she ever made in one go, like 100,000 from her workout plans. And it's so funny how social media has changed the game, because I'm sure Vicky could have made way more, but obviously there was production costs, so many people involved, that her cut probably just came up to 160,000. I don't know if it was more or if less, I don't know, this is allegedly. But for Grace, literally all she did was make a PDF with the knowledge that she had, put it out there, 100,000, bam, like no cost, because the only cost is your time to put into making that PDF, and that's it. And that's just crazy to me. Like the industry has changed so much, and this is why it fascinates me. I love looking into this, because when it comes to health and fitness and how this industry has evolved, it's just wild to me. So there's definitely money to be made here, and it's not like this practice has completely died out. It's just evolved and it's changed, and because there's way more knowledge and scrutiny now, it's not going to be as problematic as it was before. There's not going to be as many unhealthy practices as there was before, but there definitely still will be. And it's so funny because now on TikTok, I've noticed a certain kind of video going viral quite often, and it's usually people going through a weight loss journey, but this person almost knew that they were going to do it, because they will start off like the first part of the video lip singing to a song or like doing a trend or whatever, and then like they'll do the transition and they've lost weight. So this person knew like 3 months prior, 5 months prior, even 6 months prior, or even a year or so, that they were going to lose this weight, and they knew that they could do well from losing weight. So they already started batch making content that once they lost the weight, they could do the afters, which I just think is so interesting. Like that is so interesting to me. And obviously it means that they can start to brand themselves as a fitness influencer and start selling different products to do with that, whether it is a workout plan, diet plan. This is still going on, and people are still planning to lose weight and profit off of it. Also, please don't find my excitement for this as me condoning it. I just find this I'm just a nerd for this, and I find it fascinating, but I totally appreciate how damaging and how this whole sort of culture has so many problems that we need to unpack and things that we need to change. I completely appreciate that. I'm not trying to say this is good or whatever, but it is what it is. I'm hoping that talking about this more will help us become more aware of what is going on. So one thing I did want to know, as much as some of these celebrities did go through these weight loss journeys and it wasn't the best, a lot of them have actually maintained their fitness lifestyle. For example, one person I wanted to know was Davina McCall. She was really big for her workout DVDs, but it was a lifestyle for her. Like she was our Jillian Michaels. I'm not gonna lie, like she did that thing and she still does that thing, and she's always been like a health and fitness advocate. Like now she's very much talking about menopause. I just glanced at her Instagram and I think that's something she's talking a lot about, going through menopause and how that feels for her. And all of the things that women don't talk about when it comes to going through menopause. This isn't to say that all of these celebrities were scamming and they weren't about this lifestyle. I think what always ends up happening, which I think is always the beautiful part of health and fitness, is that no matter how you get into it, if you manage to come out the other side from those unhealthy habits, you can really appreciate the good side of health and fitness and how it makes you feel. And this definitely happened for me. I started off with a lot of unhealthy habits, but once I got into it, I fell in love with it. I couldn't ignore the fact that I felt amazing after going for a long run, and how I felt really crappy if I didn't work out, and how different I felt when I was eating healthier to when I was eating better. I feel like I became so in tune with my body in a way that I hadn't been before. So sometimes it sucks how you get in the door, but at least if you stay in the door and you find a good path and you start being healthier about it, that's that's great, at least that you can at least have a happier ending. And I feel like from where I quickly glanced for a lot of celebrities, they seem to have a happy ending and they weren't too damaged after, but a lot of them probably are. And also I don't know, because in some ways, because it is their job to look a certain way, they might be maintaining these bodies because they have no other choice, because if they gain that weight, then everyone's going to comment on it. And this is definitely something I've experienced. So I actually started gaining weight back in like 2016. I have a condition called hypothyroidism, and weight gain is one of the side effects. I have very slow metabolism, amongst other symptoms that make it harder for me to maintain a certain weight. When I first started getting weight, like I could not do anything without somebody commenting on my weight gain. And it was just so this is why I really feel for Scarlett, because I completely empathize with how cruel people can be if you don't maintain a certain weight. And it's crazy to me because every time someone comments on my weight, I'm like, let's go do some squats. Let's go do some squats. But actually, let's go in the ring. Let's have a fight. Because I've done Muay Thai, baby. I've done boxing. Let's see who can last some rounds. If we want to see who's fitter than who. Because I can tell you right now, despite however I may look, I know I'll always be a good level of fit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I've been working out for over 10 years now, and it's been part of my life. Even if I go like a month without working out, I still have that base level of fitness that I've built over so many years, and that muscle memory as well, that I can snap back, baby. Like, I will snap back quicker than if I had never done any of that. And that's why I try to advocate so much for just working out and having that importance of looking after your body, because your body will look after you in the times where you can't look after it anymore. It will take care of you. And that's what I've really found, that even in the times, like now I'm carrying a little bit more weight. Like, I had a really tough winter, and I just struggled so much, so I gained quite a bit of weight, which isn't terrible. Like, please don't equate weight gain with something horrible. It was just personally a difficult time for me, but can also be a happy time where you gain weight. But it's just so funny, my body composition is completely different from where I was even lighter than I am now. Like, my body composition looks completely different just because I try to maintain a good workout schedule and all that kind of stuff. I feel like I'm going off on a tangent, actually. I'm talking too much about myself, and I got told off in one of my videos for talking too much, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video and reminiscing on this time with me. Let me know if you want me to talk about tabloid magazines and how they pick apart women's bodies, and sort of see their evolution as the times have changed. Have they even changed at all? Are they still doing the same thing but in different ways? We're gonna unpack all of that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I just want to remind you that you are perfect and you are beautiful just the way you are. There are so many humans on this planet. There are so many humans on this planet, and we have all got to just accept ourselves and stop striving to one idea of beauty when we're all so individual and unique. And I know that sounds so corny to say, and you won't always believe it every single day, but we need to remember that. And I just want you to remember that you sitting right there, you're a delicious little luscious drop of goodness, okay? And don't you ever forget that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.